Hello ladies and gentlemen, Meister Lampe here with another Tier 10 tank replay. This is the FV215b British Tier 10 heavy tank. I think this is a very interesting vehicle, not just because the turret is mounted in the rear. No, it is pretty mobile. Top speed is just 34 km per hour, but it can get to its top speed very quickly. And the traverse speed is pretty good. It's 38 degrees per second. And so it has the same characteristics than other British high-tier tanks like the Centurion Mark 7 or FV215b or the Conqueror. Yes, the Conqueror, by the way. I love the Conqueror for its superb 120mm L1 gun. Now the FV215b has the same gun, but it takes it to another level because the aim time was reduced to just 1.7 seconds. The accuracy is 0.32. Yes, and this is a heavy tank gun, not a medium tank. And the reload time. Look at my reload timer. It's 7.18. It's 100% crew, a rammer, a ventilation, and my crew got the brothers in arms. So the damage per minute this thing can dish out is over 3,300. This is almost in the region of the Russian Tier 10 mediums with their insane rate of fire. And those have 3,500 damage per minute. I've met my first opponent, the Batchat, and yeah, there you saw the really fast aim time. Just came around the corner, pulled the trigger, and hit. I'm not sure if I hit that one. He just disappeared after I fired my shot. And I don't know what this T-34 was thinking. Yeah, okay. Bye-bye. That was not a very smart move. I thought or I hope the E-75 was still aiming somewhere else, but he punished me for that. Now here I realized that the T-34 driver, the T-34 rack now, blocked every chance for me to side scrape here, to use my rear mounted turret. I was a bit pissed off. Now I have the side of the turret of the E-75, but I bounced again, I bounced anyway. And I tried again, and I bounced again, I don't know why. And now look at the damage announcer on the bottom left corner. The M40, M43 of the enemy team, the artillery, just fired an AP shell at me. But luckily, really luckily, he bounced or the shell did not pen. Because that meant 1,450 average damage for me. And this is really interesting to see that people are still using AP on their artilleries. And that is what happens if you side scrape and you do it right. The enemy just takes off your tracks. Yeah, let's be a bit more aggressive. I just wanted to kill that E-100, but the Leopard made me be a bit more cautious. Leopard is coming around again, somebody else hit him too, and I finished him off. And now, with a fast reload, this E-100 has no chance. Lower front plate of the E-75, no problem with the 259 average penetration on this gun. And what is he doing? Is he coming around that corner? Yes, he is. Okay. That made it very easy for me. But now I have to go back to our base because city seems to be clear now. But our base, our defending team is really struggling. Somewhere here should be the Centurion Mark 7-1. There he is. He bounced off me. Maybe he hit my turret or the upper glacis. And I was wiggling around here, changing course pretty frequently because they had still 3 arties in game. And the Centurion bounced again. Our artillery hit him, so he's a one-shot kill for me now. And look at the accuracy with this shot. Bam! Hit the upper side of his turret from above. That means easy penetration for me. And of course the enemy RT is aiming for me, and I try to dodge their shots. There's the first one, and a second one. Now the enemy team was just left with 2 tank destroyers and 3 RTs. And there's the first one, the first tank destroyer, the Waffenträger of Panzer IV. And, well, he is a bit late here, and it's not a very good decision, I think, to show up near our base with just the Waffenträger of Panzer IV. I missed the first shot, and now he's just trying to get away. But he can't. The Rheinmetall Borsig tracked me, but did no damage. The Waffenträger of Panzer IV hit me, but bounced off. But the T-92 hit me for 852 hit points. And the Yak Panther is making a move. I don't know if he wants to go spotting or so. But he spotted the Rheinmetall Borsig anyway, and I tried to blow away the Rheinmetall's cover. And the Rheinmetall Borsig is showing himself. I hit him for 401. He's going back into cover. I tried to penetrate him through the cover, but it was still one layer too much to penetrate him, to hit him. Artie completely destroyed his cover, and he's making a run for it, for the Yak Panther 2. That shot was too hasty, that was too low. Now I'm waiting for a little possibility to hit him. And there it is. That was a very nice hit. Made it my 6th kill and Top Gun, but there are still 2 Arties in play. So let's go for Radley-Walters. And there's the Batchat artillery. I hit him, but not quite enough to destroy him, but I set him on fire. Very good. 7th kill. Pretty close to the Radley-Walters. Okay, where is the M40, M43? Is he more to the left, more to the right? Behind one of the houses? Situation is tense. And there he is. And he's already pre-aimed, and he fired another AP shell at me. And luckily he bounced, and I thought I will bounce this shot as well, because the angle was so steep on him, but I must have overmatched him. Yeah, that was so far my best battle in the FV215b. Top Gun medal, Radley-Walters, high caliber, and my mastery badge, first class. The amount of damage was not that brilliant, just around 4600, but I secured most of the kills. Astonishing is the amount of potential damage I received, 8500. Yeah, the 2 hits by the tank destroyers, the 2 hits by the M40, M43, and the T-92 hit. That really amounted to a lot of potential damage received. But that's not a big surprise. Let's have a look at the armor of the 215B. I open Tank Inspector for this. Change for the armor view. We can see that the biggest weak spot, the biggest frontal weak spot of this tank is the lower glacis. It's just 76 millimeters. But the angling is very good. If you shoot from an angle like this, the thickness is around 160-170 millimeters, which is not bad. Then there's just a small strip of very thick armor here, but that's really a very tiny strip. The upper glacis is 152 millimeters, but if you angle it like this or this, you have around 250 to 260, 270 millimeters of thickness here, which is very good. When we have a look at the turret, you can see different zones. This one, for example, has also 254 millimeters, but this is also just a tiny strip around the gun mantlet. Here the gun mantlet has 203 millimeters of spaced armor, but here just close around the gun there is a gap somewhere there. There's just 203 millimeters of armor, but that's a very, very small weak spot. Then we have this strip on the turret here, which is 229 millimeters. This one has 203 millimeters, and this one, which also goes all along the side, has 152 millimeters. But imagine someone shooting you from an angle like this. It's still around 200 millimeters. Here it's 230, 240 millimeters, and here 260. So the turret is very, very good. And this zone here is just 51 millimeters, but if somebody shoots from an angle like this, it's an auto bounce. But if you go side scraping, be careful. This part here, the side armor, is just 51 millimeters. If you angle it like this, it will be an auto bounce. Especially if you also take into account the tracks, which act as 25 millimeters of spaced armor. But if you angle it more like this, here you have just around 80 to 90 millimeters with spaced armor from the tracks. Here it's 160 to 200. But most of the tier 9 and 10 tank guns can penetrate this. That's it, that was my first replay of the 215B. As always, thanks for watching and bye bye.